Brittany. Hello, Rochelle. What's up, Susan? How's it going? How's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Summer from Vermont. Hello, Jacaranda. I'm sorry. Hello, Dee Dee. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Hello from the Netherlands. My goodness. Hello from Colorado. Oh, my goodness. Hello. Hello. Good to see you guys. Watching while you're working from Arizona. Welcome in, Amy. Hello, Claire. Good morning, Shirley. Hey, Jan. Good morning from Texas. Texas in the house. Hello. Hola from Los Angeles. Hello. Welcome in. I'm so excited that you're here. Hello, Stacy. Good morning. Good morning, you guys. I am so excited to be here with you. Hello, Nina. Hello from Los Angeles, watching my video every day. Thank you so much, Lisa Marie. Welcome. Another Oregonian. Hello. Hello. I'm so excited that you're here. Heather Kate. Hello, Nicole. Good morning. Marilee, good morning. Thank you. Hello, Colorado. Hello from California. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys are here. Mike, good morning. It's been forever. Allison, what's up? All right, you guys, listen, I am here. I'm offering Oracle card readings. Unfortunately, you cannot pay me through YouTube because YouTube takes 40% of what you send me. So unfortunately, I have to ask you if you would like a reading. They are $25. You can send me a Venmo or a PayPal. It is easy to find me. Consciously Erin is the name that I use on both accounts. But Venmo and PayPal are available. Readings are only $25. So I encourage you, if you are excited about trying one, if you want to see what it's like, definitely, it's a good time, guys. List is open. I've got the time if you want to know something. So come on down. Citrus. I don't know what citrus means, but Consciously Erin is the name on my account. Usually in the description, I think I have my link tree. What's the difference between Oracle and Tarot cards? That's a great question. Let me tell you. So Tarot cards, each card has a very specific meaning, okay? So for example, the 10 of Wands, that's what this card says, 10 of Wands, right? It is the journey of the Fool through the four suites, right? And for me, it's 78 cards and I can't memorize that many cards. So an oracle card, what an oracle card relies more on your intuition. It's the imagery, but also the intuition that comes out when I'm interacting with my client. The deck that I use is a combination of tarot and oracle, right? It combines both into one deck to kind of give you more of an overall picture. So just that's the down and dirty about that. So yeah, but if you'd like a reading, the list is open. You know what? It's only $25. You can't even go get lunch for $25 these days. We had a timeline jump recently. So so it's Venmo or PayPal. Hello from England. Venmo or PayPal. You just look up Consciously Erin or usually, let me see if I can do this here. Hold on. Let me see if I can I put a chat in? I don't think I can write in the chat. Let's see. Oops. I see you. Who is that? Judy, I see you, my friend. You are up first. I can't put it up on the screen. I'll have to make something to put on the screen behind me. Nicole, I see you. I got you, girl. You're on the list. Cindy, I got you. I got you. You guys seem to be figuring it out just fine, right? I'll have to make something to put up behind me. You know what I mean? Do me a favor. If you can screen record your session as I go through it, please do, because when I start to speak, I can't necessarily slow down what I'm saying because I'm in a channel. So I don't want you to miss anything, and going back and watching it can be helpful. Also, this will be posted. I think it automatically posts to my YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out, okay? Judy, my friend, you are up first. Can you say hello for me, Judy, so I can focus on you real quick? Hey girl, what's up? Judy, say hello. Let me know it's you, okay? Hi, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome, Brenda. I'm so glad you're here. You made a live, Brittany. I'm so excited for you. There you are, Judy. That's you, right? I got you, friend. I can't pin this. I wish I could. But I'm going to focus on it for just a second. All right, Judy. Here we go, friend. I got you. All right, Judy. Yes, E-R-I-N, consciously E-R-I-N, just like the name on the YouTube channel. All right, Judy, I got you, my friend. I'm excited to read for you. I can feel there's rumbles happening all down in your root. So if you're feeling a little unstable right now or a little unsure about something, we're going to get into it probably, all right? Do me a favor, take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes and release. Drop those shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. All right, Judy, when I come into your energy, the first thing I see is the color red. This tells me that your root is in an active state of expansion. When our root is expanding, it can make us feel unstable because literally the ground we're standing on starts to shake a little bit. The root is where we hold all our assumptions, understandings, and worldviews, everything we think we know. So with the root expanding, what this tells me is you're stepping into something that may feel a little unknown or a little unsure, right? Your ego feels like it's doing its job of trying to keep you safe, planting a little bit of doubts around some choice or decision or something that's coming up. The word second guessing keeps being given to me. Stop second guessing, stop second guessing, stop second guessing. It's like there's a choice that either you've just made or you have coming up. When you make the choice, follow your intuition because it's the right choice. You can't second guess yourself. You have to let yourself step into this. Your ego, which is not the enemy, but is doing its job by trying to keep your physical body safe by telling you, hey, this might happen, that might happen. That's true, it might happen, but guess what? So too might some amazing stuff. And I feel like there's some decision, fork in the road, decision made, don't second guess, right? You're moving into something different, stepping away from something that's been a long road, okay? So sometimes I see this with people when they are walking away from an old job, walking away from an old relationship, walking away from an old location, stepping into something different, not because they were forced to, but because they felt the dissonance in their energy. I'm ready for something better. You're taking the step, but you might feel like the sense of questioning about it. What my guys want you to understand is you made the right choice. You're doing the right things. You've got to believe in yourself and quit looking backwards because you can't move forward if you're always looking backwards. You have to trust that your guides are going to do what they can to help you and that you made the right decision for yourself. Judy, love the confirmation. The first card out of the deck, my friend. You are stepping into a brand new horizon. See the ship, the winds of change are at your back, and it will be smooth sailing as you take this next step. My guides want you to understand that the Fool has come forward in your cards to say, take the journey, friend. The Fool comes out when we're starting out a new journey. It's not the Fool because you're foolish. It's the Fool because you're optimistic. They want you to take that step. Doing this thing is going to bring you into a better sense of alignment and help you to release some of the burdens that you have been carrying. My guides are asking you to continue to follow your intuition, even though it may feel slightly disruptive in your energy. That root feeling a little bit wobbly, that's part of this disruption. Going through this change is leading very much to a feeling of fulfillment in your energy and a restructuring of that root system. I love that confirmation. Friend, you are walking into a time of empowerment. How it looks for you is going to be different than how it might look for anyone else, but they want you to embrace this empowerment as much as possible. The restlessness that you're feeling, that is because you can feel the gap in your vibration between where you are and where you're going, friend. Now you're just taking the step into the next thing. As you do this, they are asking you to let go of the insecurities that get brought up. These cards actually come out together. Let go of the insecurities that you're holding on to because you have made the right choice for yourself. You are doing the right thing. You are taking the right steps. You're doing all the right stuff, friend. I'm very, very excited for you, Judy. Very excited for you, Judy. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. You guys, if you would like a reading, readings are $25. I take Venmo and PayPal. Both are linked. Either you can go to my link tree, which is somewhere in the description, or you can just look it up. It's Consciously Erin, just like I am on here. Judy, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. Goodness gracious. So the chat does not stay on the screen, you guys. I promise I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see it because it disappears. So glad to have seen you, friend. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day. All right, Nicole, you are up next. Nicole, I see you. I know you're next. Say hello so I can focus in on your name. After Nicole is Cindy and then Nina, but the list is open. So if you'd like a reading, readings are only $25. Yes, thank you, thank you. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Diane. Oh, 4 a.m. My goodness. Nicole, there you are. I see you, friend. All right, I'm going to focus on you here. Give me just a second to focus on you. Yellow and orange, Nicole. All right. Yellow and orange. Here we go, Nicole. Do me a favor. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down your toes. And release. Drop those shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Absolutely. Nicole, I tap into your energy and I see a lot of yellow and a lot of orange. Your solar plexus is nice and active, and that's really exciting. The solar plexus is the seat of how we see ourselves in the world, as well as the home to creative expression. One side feeds the other. It's that feeling of the more you allow yourself to creatively express, the more like your authentic self you will feel. This is in a good motion. This tells me you've tapped into, already past tense, you have tapped into something that's helping to fuel this sense of authenticity, this sense of self. It feels really, really good. Lila or Lilia, I don't know if it's Lilia or Lila. I see you. It feels really, really good though. Tapping into some sense of self, which is then changing that sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is the home to outward facing roles, the name tags you wear, and the relationships that are the result of those roles. This is also changing, but that's changing as a result of the solar plexus putting fuel into it, man, really fueling it up, and it feels fantastic. So some recent change, some recent step into something that helps you feel authentic is changing the way people see you, the way people perceive you. Perhaps this is an invitation to step more into some sort of healing practice that you may feel drawn to, offering something, opening up about what you're receiving. Something to that effect is starting to bring you in that space, as if stepping into the next piece for you. Jennifer, I see you. You are on the list, friend. Please be patient with me as I make my way through the list. Nicole, this feels like something you're already aware of. This doesn't feel like it's lurking in the side. It feels like you're already aware of this. You know it's there, right? It's the sense of following up on it. This feels like it opens a door for people to perceive you differently, perceive you more the way you perceive yourself, which is in a more authentic reflection, which is good. I do feel a little bit of discomfort or rumbles in my belly when I think about expressing this outwardly, but I also feel like, you know what, it's time to do this. I've either been putting it off, talking myself out of it, or holding on to my insecurities for far too long. All right, Nicole, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. They want you to understand there's tons of resilience in your energy, friend. You are stepping into a better state, walking away from somewhere that made you feel less like yourself or did not enable you to feel more authentic. This is much more in line with the spiritual life that you want to have, the beliefs that you have for yourself. The missing piece is that you need to believe in it on your own. You have to believe that this is absolutely possible for you. On the other side of this, there is very much a feeling of fulfillment in your energy, but absolutely it's going to take a little bit of work. Why? Because you are 100%, yes, look at this, 100% sailing into a brand new horizon where there's going to be smooth sailing, but it's going to take a little bit of work. You're on the boat, but it takes work to keep the boat going. This is where you stand up and keep your words together. This is where you stand up and have discipline, knowing that what you are receiving is the right blueprint to help you make the right decisions as you move forward with this mentorship business. My guides want you to understand there might be something in your energy that you are avoiding a little bit. Jenny, thank you, friend. Please don't send money through YouTube. I cannot read for you if you send it through YouTube like that, and I can't refund it to you, Jenny. I am so sorry, but YouTube takes half of what I make, so I apologize. There's something that you've been avoiding, so they're asking you to write that up. There's a little bit of imbalance in your energy, as if you're giving your attention to something in the past that maybe didn't work out. But oh, thank you, Jenny. Thank you. My gosh, friend, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, thank you. They want you to stop looking behind you, right? Because looking behind you is going to make you stand still. Instead, they want you to focus on the things that are moving forward, right? Just because it didn't work out before doesn't mean it can't work out this time, right? So you just want to move forward. Just want to move forward. I have not tried Rumble. I don't even know what Rumble to look into it. Nicole, thank you so much. Jenny, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. If you would like a reading, I'd love to read for you. Readings are $25, but you have to send it through Venmo or PayPal. Consciously Erin is my name, just like my name on YouTube. Nicole, I'm really, really excited for you, friend. That is amazing. Congratulations on your mentorship. I can't wait to see more about it. Thank you, Finding Greatness. I appreciate that. That's awesome. That's awesome, you guys. All right, Cindy, you're up next. Say hello, Cindy. All right, I have to check out Rumble. Hi, Lisa. Laura, good to see you. Thank you, Nicole. Hi, Cindy. I see you. Mike, thank you so much for being here and helping me out today. I really, really appreciate that. All right, Cindy, let's get some energy going in your direction. Girl, you are buzzing. Okay, are you feeling like you're about to jump out of your skin? Your energy's like, here we go. I know I looked crazy when I did that. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. Cindy, do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. I can literally hear your energy. And release. Drop those shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Cindy, the energy we've been receiving over the last few days, if you have felt strange, weird in your head, weird sensations, brain zaps, any of that stuff, girl, you are getting so much of this energy that we have been receiving over the last few days. I want you to understand that and understand it with total clarity. When I look at you, you are buzzing. There is a pocket of energy all the way around you, okay? So sometimes what happens is the energy is coming in faster than it can integrate into our system. And to avoid overwhelming our system, it will form a pocket around us. This pocket around us sometimes can have a little bit of dissonance in between our vibration and the incoming vibration. That can either create a sense of restlessness, sometimes anxiety, you have trouble sleeping, or it can sort of short circuit your whole system like the circuit breaker just flips down and goes quiet, right? That can happen too. I can't tell which way it's working with you, but I feel very energized in your energy. Like I've got my finger in the light socket, like, okay, I'm ready, that sort of thing. It doesn't feel bad at all. It feels exciting to be there, but it is a lot. So make sure that you're taking care of your practice and grounding yourself, especially if you can put bare feet on the ground. That is absolutely going to help to circulate that energy. I don't feel like there's anything in your space that's blocking this, but I do feel like you've been working on a release or some sort of pattern of behavior that you're sort of just pulling the last little bits of it out of your space. This is going to make room for the new energy to integrate, but you got to get the last little bit out. So pay attention to your triggers, especially glitching, especially over the next few days. Pay attention to your triggers because they're being pulled for a reason, and I guarantee you there's a common theme. When you address that theme, the triggers drop, you open your energy, you integrate this stuff, and you're off to the races, friend. What that's going to look for you once you integrate it, I can't fully see it because I can't see where it's going to settle because right now it's literally all the way around you. Maybe it's all your chakras going to get a boost. I don't know. Hard for me to tell, but I'm very excited for it. Here we go. Cindy, this is what my guides want you to understand in addition to everything I've already said. Moving forward, you're going to have to step a bit outside of your comfort zone. You're going to have to step a little bit outside of your comfort zone because things are new and they're coming forward for you in a good way. They're coming forward to disrupt where you are and sort of shake up the tower that you've built around you. I don't feel like this is destructive in any way, more like there's so much energy coming in that I can't quite handle it. It's a little bit of a disruption, but it is helping to build up that energy in that crown space, right? My guides tell me that your intuition is super strong and calling you forward at all times. Brandon, I see you. Calling you forward, bringing with it a ton of mental clarity into your space. There are some things you're going to have to confront. The idea of like something outside of me starts to trigger me. That's where that trigger comes in. They want you to focus on that trigger as it comes up because it'll help to focus in a more positive direction. I see the trigger, but I can't put my finger on it. It feels like, I don't want to say it. It feels like a conversation between two people, maybe, that I feel this come forward, this trigger. But once that trigger is addressed, that's when the quick action happens. That's when the energy quickly soaks in and you start to feel that sense of resilience and moving forward, right? Cindy, my goodness, my ears were ringing off the hook when I was reading for you. So I hope that was helpful. Oh, what's going on here? Let's see. I'm just going back and reading the comments a little bit. The audio is bad? Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's good now? Okay, well, maybe it was the energy of the reading, right? If the sound was crackly when I'm reading, it's a sign of energy coming forward, you guys. That's a confirmation of how strong the energy is, you know? Cindy, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know why YouTube would do that on purpose. That there's no motivation for YouTube to do that on purpose. I don't know why they would, but I do know that energy works everywhere, and this is an energetic device, right? Oh goodness. All right, Nina, you are up next. Nina, come on down and say hello. I am excited to read for you. After Nina is Lila, then Jennifer, and then Brandon. Come on down. Hi, Nina. So good to see you. Let me focus on your energy for just a second. There's so many people that just have so much to say, you know? Nina, there you are. All right, Nina, I am focusing on your energy for just a moment here. Ooh, Nina, I'm seeing cars, roads. You're going somewhere, girl. Going somewhere. Hello, Tahini. Welcome in. All right, Nina, I'm ready, friend. Let's do this. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. Remember, you guys, my guides speak to me in movie scenes and metaphors. So I feel like I'm going to have like a scenery to explain to you, Nina, but we will get through it 100%. I promise. Nina, do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders. And please give me permission to have access to your energy. On the road again. I keep hearing that song, On the Road Again. Nina, when I look at you, I am looking at someone who's in the front driver's seat of a car, rolling down a highway, windows down, arm out the door. I feel very good in this space. There's no rush to this. I feel like I have time to get where I want to go. I feel like I have a map, and I'm like, this is momentum they're showing me, Nina. They're showing me you're in a flow of momentum, something you're working towards. You've hit your stride, and you're going to get there much quicker than you think you are. There is definitely a goal when I look at this road. I feel like I'm going somewhere. I've come from somewhere, and I'm going somewhere. Right now, though, it feels like things have smoothed out, and you've dropped down into momentum. Sometimes this can be tricky because we start to question ourselves. Am I doing something wrong? Am I holding myself back? Why does it feel like nothing's happening? Friend, things have to rearrange themselves on the inside before they can manifest on the outside. And I feel like now that you're in this state of momentum is when you're going to start seeing that small manifestations. Be mindful because they feel small at first, but growing in nature. As if it starts out with a little intuition to buy a book, and then you open the book and someone left a bookmark in there that has something on it that interests you. I mean, there's all these weird feelings of following along the small path, but the small manifestations open up into something greater, some goal that you are reaching towards. They're showing me clearly that you've dropped into a state of momentum, moving in the right direction. The trick is going to be to not throw any roadblocks in your own way by letting your doubt or your insecurity creep up and steal your limelight, friend. That's the piece they want you to hear very clearly, is you got to let go of your doubts. You're on the road, you have your map, you're doing good, you know you're in the right place. Don't let the fact that it's quiet freak you out. Sometimes quiet is good. Keep going. Go with the flow. Nina, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. Off the bat confirmation, letting you know, friend, there is a physical manifestation making its way forward into your space. Something that you have been working towards through healing in your heart. My guides want you to understand that things are going to start to move quickly now that you have found yourself in a state of momentum, but they need you to commit to the feeling that you have. Don't let your doubt sneak up and steal your thunder. My guides are telling me this is part of the next phase of your awakening experience, and the trick is going to be to stay out of your head when it comes to whatever this is. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't pretend that it can't happen to you. Don't tell yourself you're not worthy enough, because you absolutely are. Your doubts will hold you back. You have to believe 100% that this is possible for you, whatever that goal was that you put out there. As you allow your enthusiasm to come forward more and more, my guides tell me that there's a feeling of two ends of something coming together that were not working out. This is a great feeling. The two pieces coming together. My guides tell me that this is a restructuring of your root, telling me that there will be a better balance to your life overall, right? My guide wants you to understand that this rebalance is karma, understanding that karma is not about retribution, not you were bad and you need to learn a lesson. It's about the feeling of balance, seeing two sides of something. So now that you put all the work in, they're telling you to relax in the momentum, the two sides of the karma. Your third eye is leading the way and doing a good thing. They're acknowledging your restlessness, but also telling you that you have to be generous with yourself and be calm and patient. That restlessness comes from a feeling of childhood where you feel like if you're not accomplishing, you're not working. You are. You're absolutely making changes. You just have to relax into it, right? That's the two sides of that karmic balance, putting in the hard work and now relaxing in the momentum that it gave you. That's the important thing. Absolutely. Nina, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. M. Wells, thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate it. Hi, Polly. Welcome, friend. Yes, readings are $25. Please make sure that you are sending it through PayPal or Venmo only. Please don't send it through YouTube. YouTube takes 40%, like 40%, 42.5% of everything I make. So please don't do that. I can't support myself that way. But I'm happy to read for you. Welcome, Lakeside Laura. Nina, thank you for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate you, friend. My ears are ringing like crazy. The energy is hot. All right, Lila, you are up next. Come on down, Lila. Say hello. I can't wait to read for you. Lila is up next, then Jennifer, and then Brandon. The list is still open, so the way it works is you send a payment either through PayPal or Venmo. Lilia, I'm so sorry. Hi, Lilia. Thank you so much for allowing me to read. Is it Lilia? Make sure I got that right. Yes, Jennifer. So I have a Jennifer who paid for a reading already. Readings are $25. It's Consciously Erin, just like my YouTube name. Lilia, got it. Okay. I am apologize for that. I totally understand, Jennifer. All right, Lilia, let me focus on your energy for just a minute. Ooh, your throat is super active, Lilia. A couple things going on with that. All right, do me a favor, friend. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Girl, your throat is so active. It's spilling over, okay? So there's a couple things that happen with that. So the throat is the chakra that projects for our physical manifestation, right? When your throat, it's the bridge between the inner and outer worlds. You put action into it and you manifest something out of it. But something is choking you up here, literally choking me up as I'm trying to tell you about it. It feels like a clog in there, as if I'm holding back or biting my tongue about something, not speaking up about something that I know I should say something about. Either that, or sometimes I also see this when people feel like their words are not being heard or they're not being listened to, as if you haven't been given a seat at the table or something to that effect. I can feel a lot of frustration in that throat chakra, as if I know I have the strength to manifest something differently, but there's something holding me back from utilizing this. When I look at the rest of your energy, your solar plexus is a little bit retracted, which tells me that feeling of self is a little bit in the shade. Perhaps that's a feeling of something came up recently to make you doubt some of the decisions you're making or something like that. But this is not about that. This is about recognizing that you're learning through everything that you're going through, that yes, there may be redirections along your path, but each redirection is purposeful to help you reconnect to something that feels better for you. My guides are telling me to explain to you that it's not about it didn't work out the way I wanted. It's about recognizing that the feeling you wanted at the core of that manifestation can come through in multiple ways. It doesn't have to look like just that one thing. A feeling of freedom can come from growing wings and flying, but we live in a physical world where you can't do that. So the feeling of freedom has to come from many different places. If you tell yourself it can only come from growing wings and flying, then you're going to constantly feel like you can't find it. However, the feeling of freedom comes from so many different places. You just have to open up to the idea of embracing that it can come from many different places. I feel like you have a clog in your throat. You need to express this, get this out. Sometimes it's getting the anger out of the space. Sometimes it's taking the doubt out of the space. Either way, there's a manifestation that physically wants to come forward for you, but it's being held back by some sort of doubt related to a disappointment or a frustration that I felt in the past. Sometimes this looks like if you had a bad relationship in the past, it can make you nervous to take a step into a next one. If you worked for a bad employer in the past, it will make you nervous to work for another one, that sort of thing. But this is the push to want to tell you to take the step. Step into it. Step right into it, okay? Lilia, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. My guide wants you to understand you are the driver of your car. You are the one making the decisions, but you have to step up and push the gas pedal. It's not just going to push you along. That clog in your throat is asking you to move forward. They're telling you to have more compassion for yourself and understand that everything you feel is valid and you have the right to express how you feel, even if someone doesn't like it, right? My guides are telling me that your heart is in a state of healing and it is connecting deeply to that crown to receive the energy to do so. They also want to acknowledge that there has been some dishonesty in your space. Perhaps you feel like someone has lied to you or not told you the truth. If you are suspecting that, then this card would be a confirmation of that, friend. My guides also want you to understand that now is a good time to focus on you and what you need to know so that you can clear the block out of your throat. Friend, I love the confirmation. So you can clear the blockage out of your throat. This has a very physical manifestation for you, but you have to allow yourself to step into it, right? Carly, I see you. Marie and Carly, I see you both. If you have the discipline to take this on, Lilia, it brings you forward into something brand new for you. Some sort of creative activity that you do that helps you feel more like yourself. Again, not wanting you to hold it back, not wanting to keep yourself held back from anything. Hey, Brandy. Hi. Yes, I'm live. Lilia, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I appreciate it. 111 in the chat. I love it. Hi, Marie. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I apologize. It just, First live, Sherry, hello. Brandy, hello. Lilia, thank you very much. I appreciate you, friend, and I hope it was helpful. I need to make a screen to put up behind me, All right. Here we go. Jennifer, you are up next. Then Brandon, Marie, and Carly. Jennifer, you are up next. Readings are $25, Venmo and PayPal. Stephanie, Kathy, I see you. I got you. Carly, and then Kathy. I love the double C's. That's a confirmation from my guides and a high five that we're doing good. What is my email? So Dante, if you would like to send me an email, you can certainly go to my website and you can submit it right through there. Hey, Jen, I'm so excited to read for you. Which Jennifer is this? Jennifer Lorso. Melissa, I see you. I'm going to check to pull up. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to confirm for myself, okay? Jennifer Larson, you are up. There you are. I got you, Jennifer L. Sorry, I didn't mean to say your last name. I apologize, but I wanted to make sure I had the right person, all right? Jennifer, let me focus in on your energy. I'm so excited. Yes, yes, friend. Ooh, Jennifer. Okay. Okay, Jennifer. Here we go. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop those shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy, Jennifer. Jennifer, you have really strong energy, my friend, and it is lots of dark blue and lots of violet. They're also showing me the hands, so I don't know if you do energy work, if you are a healer of some kind, but the chakras in your hands are very, very active and they're being presented to me as if to let me know that you could tap into this should you want to, or you could tap more further into it. The feeling they're giving me is this feeling of underutilization, as if you're not using as much of it as you could be, and they're asking you to kind of they're telling me to take the throttle off. I don't know what that means, but they're saying take the throttle off, let the full power out. Girl, what are you holding yourself back from? They're literally showing me, so my guides speak to me in movie scenes and metaphors. I feel like I'm looking at rainbow like energy like just blasting out of your hands, and a feeling of wanting to close them, but they won't close because there's too much coming out. You're being asked to embrace whatever this is with all of you, because it's 100% leading to some sort of new manifested role. This role has a physical feel to it, a way, I don't know if you've been thinking about starting a business or something, but there's this feeling of that manifested role trying to come forward and wanting to offer it to you. That ringing is back in my ears. But again, the feeling of censoring or holding back, and they don't want you to do that. They want you to fully open up and accept this. Hands being underutilized, good connection to the crown and the third eye. Your energy overall looks relatively balanced. I don't see any areas crying out, and they're fully drawing my attention right back up here. Every single time it's energy redirect, right? So Jennifer, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. I love the confirmation on the very first card. Here we go. This is what my guides have to say. My guides are telling me you are stepping into a new outward-facing role. They want you to understand that this role is of your own creation because you are tapping into the most creative side of yourself. They want you to also understand you have a little bit of clouded judgment about this. You're holding yourself back from something that you really don't need to hold yourself back from. They want you to open up and let the full power out of that state. This is where you're going to balance out your karma, remembering that karma is not about you or bad. You need to learn a lesson. Karma is about balance. This is you rebalancing out the aspect of holding back too much, and now you get to put that forward. My guides are asking you to stop putting it off. Stop wasting your time and putting it off, and instead buckle down and have the discipline to step into whatever this is for you, because it brings with it not only a sense of balance overall to your energy, but an opening in that heart space. My guides are confirming this is very guided by your higher self, and it is asking you to make better decisions about sharing your energy because you're not accessing it as much as you could. My guides are telling me this is how you step on the path of spiritual growth, friend, is allowing yourself to fully embrace all the energy that is being sent to you. I feel like you're holding yourself back from something, something with hand chakras. It's either something you create or some energy you work with. They don't want you to hold yourself back from this. They want you to fully embrace this. Fully embrace it, okay? Jennifer, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Matthew. Allison, readings are $25 through Venmo or PayPal. Consciously, Erin. Thank you so much. Christian, I see you. Oh, for Nicole. Oh, Kristen. Kristen, Nicole. I'm sorry. I apologize. I misread. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate you very, very much. All right, Brandon, you are next. Let me update my list, okay? So Brandon is up next, and then Marie, Carly, Kathy, Melissa, and Kristen. That is the list. If you're on the list, please be patient. The good news with YouTube is this gets automatically reposted to my page, so you'll be able to watch it later and gain more from it as you go through it, right? I love that feature about YouTube. It's not on TikTok, so that's really nice. All right, Brandon, say hello for me so I can focus on you. If you would like a reading, readings are $25. Venmo and PayPal are my payment options. Consciously Erin is the name on both of those. You can quickly find me. Brandon, come on down and say hello. I'm excited to read for you, friend. My ears feel like they are pulsing with energy, like quite literally pulsing with energy. For Venmo, is it Consciously Erin Brown? You can send it to that one, but Consciously Erin is just my business account. Consciously Erin Brown is me, but that's my personal account. Consciously Erin, here, let's see if I can. Oops, nope, here. This is what it looks like. It's Consciously Erin. So hopefully that's helpful. All right. Brandon, did you say hello? It's my Friendly neighborhood Erin girl. Yes, it is. Thank you. Louise, I see you, friend. Please be patient as I make my way through the list, you guys. Is Brandon here? Brandon. Yes, just like as seen in the phone. Brandon, are you here? Hello, good evening. You must be somewhere other than us. It's morning. Welcome in, friend. Welcome. All right, so we're going to put a pin in Brandon. If he comes back or says hello, then I will absolutely read for him. If he does not, then I will refund him. So we're going to keep an eye out for Brandon. Marie, you're next. Come on down. Ellie. Is it Ellie or L? E-L-L-E is what I'm going to put down. You have to remind me. Vicki, I see you. I only have 2 spots left, you guys, so make sure. They're $25. L, okay, gotcha. Hello, Vicki. You are on the list, my friend. Marie, where'd you go? Allison, I see you. I only have 1 spot left, you guys. 1 spot left. Welcome to the lives, friend. There you are, Marie. I see you. I only have 1 spot left, so please be patient with me as I make my way through the list. Marie, yes, Venmo, but I have 1 spot left, all right? Marie, let me look. Grand Rising. All right, Marie, I'm staring intently into your eyes. Lovely energy. You're super soft in your energy. So comforting. I absolutely love it. All right, Marie, do me a favor. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes, friend. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Marie, absolutely. Your energy is so beautiful and soft and flowy and pastel colored. This tells me that empathy is one of your strongest traits. Energy is going to be the language that you speak most clearly. I guarantee it, because when you walk into a room, you can feel when the temperature has shifted, not physically, but quite spiritually. You can feel when the temperature has shifted. It's like knowing that someone's on their way to their house. You open the door and suddenly there they are, thinking of them before the phone rings. You are very tapped into energy, and it expresses itself through feeling. My guides are pointing to your physical body, wanting you to pay attention to the physical sensations that you feel a lot, right? You want to make sure that you're paying attention to the physical sensations that you're feeling, the chill bumps that you get, the ringing in your ears. They're showing me something with your shoulders, something like this. There's some physical sensation you get, and they're telling me your guides are trying to create a dictionary with you, a guide for you to know how to communicate with them, because you're literally learning how to communicate and talk in a second language, a private twin speak, so to, for lack of a better term. Dory, you got that last spot, friend. List is closed for today. The list is closed for today. Thank you so much, you guys. Hang out there and listen, though. Marie, I just feel like my guides are showing me that you have this beautiful connection to energy, that when you sit with someone, you get the whole conversation, not just the surface conversation. You're picking up on the subtleties. I feel like there's a way for you to offer this to someone in a more constructive way, because right now I feel like you take all the energy and you don't necessarily displace it from your system, that you try to transmute all of it. And while you do have very strong energy, you can't transmute the heaviness that everyone else is carrying. It will be too much and it will short circuit your system. So it's the idea of learning to say no without guilt. The reason you feel guilty when you say no is because you've been rewarded for compliance your whole life, just like all of us. And so when you step outside of that compliance, sometimes it can foster a sense of guilt. And I don't want you to fall into that place. I want you to stick with the feeling that you have, because my guides are telling me you take on a little bit too much and don't let it go. This tilts your system and makes you feel out of balance, especially down in the root with physical things around you, as if a lot of people around you are having a lot of stuff happen and you're trying to be supportive, but you're taking on all of the energy and not transmuting it. This is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. Marie, my guides are telling me that feeling of a little bit of lost confidence is just because you're taking on too much of the energy of people around you. They want you to relax into this energy just a little bit. They don't want you to take on everything, but let some of it go. This will help you to make a greater sense of progress, or feel a greater sense of progress in your energy, even though you may feel disappointment around the idea that you can't help everybody. I feel like your heart is so big and so beautiful that you feel most authentic authentically yourself when you're trying to help others. But I also feel like that brings up a feeling of hardship because not everybody's ready for help. You know what I mean? Don't underestimate the feeling of planting a seed, but don't spend so much time there that you forget that you have other people that you could be helping, or you could be doing something for yourself. What my guides want you to understand is there's a massive amount of potential in your energy. It's waiting for you to plant the seeds of what you want to see, right? As you step forward, it's like saying, I'm going to be okay with saying no sometimes. I'm going to be okay with taking a day for myself. I'm going to be okay with whatever, going for a walk on a Friday, whatever it is. This will help to rebalance you. You have a good, strong connection to your spiritual side, but you get too in your head about things. They're asking you to release that. Stop overthinking it. You can't help everybody, unfortunately. This will help you to be more balanced in your space. And again, I'm not telling you to ignore people, but if you've offered help and they refuse, that's okay. They don't have to take it, but you don't have to keep offering it, right? Again, your heart keeps coming up over and over and over because you are so vulnerable and have such a beautiful space. But being vulnerable is not bad. It doesn't mean that it's a wrong thing. It just means you have to be mindful of your energy. So my guides are asking you to just have a little bit better judgment with the people that you're spending your energy with, and this will help to bring forward a sense of balance, giving you the truth of the situation, helping you recognize where you've been spending too much of your energy, but also helping you to bring change into your physical environment through that throat chakra. So Marie, this really feels like that empathy is just a little out of balance. They just want you to reel it in a little bit and start to refocus some on yourself. Not saying that you have to turn away from people, but some people, I feel like there's people around you who are not ready to change. They're too comfortable in their discomfort to make a change. And until they're ready to make that change, you can offer help, but they're not going to take it. And the more you feel like you're being pushed away, the more you're going to feel like frustrated, right? So you just want to be careful with that. Marie, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, please know, I'm not going to reach out to you. I'm not going to tell you that I only have the answers, and there's a lot of bots on here, so please be mindful of the comments that you give your time to. Marie, thank you very, very much. I appreciate you for sharing your time with me. Brandon, is Brandon back? If Brandon's back, he would be up next. If Brandon's not here, then Carly would be up next. So we're looking for Brandon if he's here. If Brandon's not here, then we're looking for Carly. Currently, the list is Carly, Kathy, Melissa, Kristen, Elle, Vicki, Allison, and Dory. That is the list. Hey, Brandon, I got you, friend. I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you so much. This is not a political room. Please don't bring it up. All right, Brandon, I see you. I'm so excited to read for you. You're about to take off on something, friend. Something's about to launch. All right, here we go, Brandon. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders, and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Brandon, when I look at your energy, you are perched on the edge of something right about to take a leap, like a big leap. This feels like they're showing me a cliffside. So maybe this feels like a really scary big leap, but something is about to take off. I feel like I'm standing at the edge and I'm looking down. It's like being at the Grand Canyon, and I'm looking down and I can feel the wind on my face, but I feel like I have the equipment on my back that if I jump, I'll be fine. But the fear around the jump is the part, right? Like there's this feeling of, I know I have everything, like logically, okay, I know I've got my chute packed. I know I've got this. I know I'm going to be fine. I know they're waiting for me. I have everything I need. Like logically, I know that I'm okay, but something is keeping me from taking the leap, and I can't see what it is, but it feels like fear. Now, anything we do that is unknown to us is going to bring up a sense of fear. This is normal. This is human. This is common. Where the trick comes in is, like Oliver from Sailing with Phoenix says, you have to have a dream bigger than your fear. And when you do, friends, that's when everything opens and changes. I feel like, Brandon, honestly, you're right at this edge. You're standing right there, and it's calling you forward, saying, don't be afraid. Trust me, I've got your back. Things are going to work out. I do feel like it's a high cliff, like it's a big jump, and I don't know what it is. I'm not advocating to be to disregard your safety, but I am saying that if you've made all the plans and everything's in line and you feel confident about what you want to do, don't let your fear of what comes next hold you back. All possibility is held within the unknown. You have to take the step in order to receive the benefit, right? This feels like it has an outward facing physical side to it, like a physical manifestation. So I don't know if this is a new business, if this is a new relationship, a new house, a trip, something physical that they're saying you're ready for it. Just take the step, right? Just take the step 100%, Brandon. This is what my guides have to say. In addition to everything I've already said, they are confirming right now that this is making you feel vulnerable standing on the edge of this cliff, but they're also letting you know that you have packed everything you need to come through this with shining colors, my friend. This is guided by your higher self and is absolutely leading you to a better place, but you have to do a better job of staying out of your head, right? You can't talk yourself out of your dream because it doesn't feel practical. Of course it doesn't. It's a dream. Doesn't mean it can't happen. My guides are telling me this is the path of your greatest spiritual growth, but again, asking you to release the fear that you have, because when you take that step, my friend, you step off into the next phase of your awakening experience, and that awakening experience has a very physical forward manifestation. While I don't know what it looks like, they're telling me that you have put in a lot of work to get to this place, and they want you to step into that, right? My guides also want you to understand that your insecurities are unfounded, and they come from people around you. Clashed interest, maybe some idea that someone has planted in your head that you can't do this, but my guides are coming forward to say, not only can you do this on your own, but you are the driver of your car. So take the step, hit the gas, do the thing, Brandon. Very much a confirmation of some new thing coming forward that feels amazing. So please take the step. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. Stephen, hello. Thank you for listening. Tammy, yes. Truth bumps. I love it. Thank you so much. Brandon, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right, Carly, you are up next. Excuse me, Carly, then Kathy, Melissa, Kristen, Elle, Vicki, Allison, and Dory. Please be patient with me, guys. And remember, the replay will be up on YouTube later. Hi, Jeanette. Welcome. Carly. If you are Carly and it doesn't say Carly on your display name, make sure you tell me that that's you, right? Because that's all I have to go by. Hello, Shiny. Welcome in. I am looking for Carly. Come on down. I am looking for Carly. Well, hello, Emily. No, I cannot. Hi, Carly. I see you. Hey, friend. All right, let me focus in, Carly. Greens and blues, greens and blues, greens and blues. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate that. All right, Carly, here we go. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders, and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Carly, there's a lot of green and blue in your space, friend, and that's exciting. So green is the color of the heart. It's the color of healing, both at the same time. It's blue, both light blue and dark blue. Light blue is the color of the throat. The throat is the home of physical manifestation. This is the bridge between the inner and outer world. This is where you project outward and change your environment. Then dark blue is the color of the third eye. This tells me this is guided by your inner GPS and your higher self. This is a physical change, a change in your physical environment that's coming forward as a result of some sort of healing in your heart space that was related to a teaching that you had way down in your root. Jennifer, I see you, friend. My list is closed, you guys. Jennifer will have to be the very last one. Please, please, my list is closed. So Carly, this is something you're releasing from down in that root, something you healed from the root that opened up your heart space, okay? This has a physical manifestation to it, meaning there will be a physical change in your environment. This could be a change in a relationship, a change in a job. Something is changing as the result of the healing in this heart, as if letting go of something that had been holding me back, I suddenly springboard forward. So sometimes I see this when people are coming to me and they say, well, I feel like I can't find true love. But the problem is that you have been taught or believe that you're not capable or worthy of that love. And so until you let go of that, you can't bring it forward. Once you let it go, it's like a rubber band being pulled back and launched forward, friend. You really get to take off like nobody else's business. And that's kind of what it feels like is about to happen for you. It's like you healed that piece in you that told you couldn't have it or you weren't worthy, and now you're about to springboard forward. You're being asked to trust your intuition, and as it leads you forward through each little breadcrumb, pick it up, see where it takes you. All right, Carly, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything else I've already said. Friend, here's a confirmation. Your intuition is super strong. It's on fire, and there's no reason for you to be ignoring it or talking yourself out of it. They are saying don't make any impulsive decisions right now, though, because things are about to change in a pretty big way. Allow yourself to sit in the healing, and then when something comes up, you want to give yourself permission to respond, not react. That's part of what you've been healing. So practice that as these changes come up. What might at first not look like something you would prefer to happen, it's actually leading to a sense of liberation. But I feel like it's going to require you to be self-sufficient. And at first, this may feel uncomfortable, but this is actually your higher self pushing you forward to expand the boundary of your root. So this can look like maybe you thought you were going to have a business with a friend and the friend backs out and you think, well, I can't do this. That's this type of feeling. Whatever it is, you can absolutely do it on your own, but you have to get out of your head and stop doubting yourself. This is very guided by the crown chakra and absolutely leading you forward into a sense of resilience. I've overcome quite a bit, but again, reminding you that you have to release your attention on something that isn't working out the way you wanted it to, so that you can focus on something that feels like it's working out better. Yes, Carly, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Yes, and the timeline is a thing, man. I'm telling you. So my list is closed for today, friend. I appreciate you, but my list is closed for today. Kathy, you are up next. Kathy, then Melissa, Kristen, Elle, Vicki, Allison, Dory, and then Jennifer. But that is the last one for today. The list will be closed after Jennifer. Kathy, you are next. Come on down. Say hello for me, friend. I am very excited to read for you, Kathy. My sister Kathy is here watching, but I am signed on to your account. Got it. Okay, spiritually. Okay, Kathy. All right, here we go. All right, Kathy, here we go. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. So, Kathy, when I tap into your energy, it comes through very slowly, hesitantly, as if nervous about sharing energy with me. I get that. I get that. I also feel like there's a feeling of disruption in your space, a little bit of, I don't know if something unexpected happened. There's a lot in your space. There's a lot of energy moving around, and there are all kinds of different emotions. It feels like there's something unexpected. It feels like maybe frustration. It feels like maybe a little bit of, I don't know if it's sadness, if it's grief. There's a heaviness to the energy overall, as if something unexpected happened or something like that. I feel like it's kind of like when you're playing cards and all the cards fall on the floor. It's like I thought I was moving in the right direction and then everything feels scattered. I know that it can feel very frustrating in moments like this, but what my guides are showing me, quite literally, is that things needed to be a little bit restructured, that there was somewhere that you were stagnant in your energy, and so things had to be restructured. I feel like this feels disruptive in nature in the moment, but overall, it will help you to feel better. It will help to realign you in a way that is more consistent with where you want to go. Again, showing me, I had all these cards, I thought everything was in line, and then all the cards fall down, and I feel like, oh my gosh, I have to start over. But again, you're picking the same cards up, you're just putting them in a different order, and it feels like clarity comes from the rearranging of something not working out the way you wanted it to, but in the long run, it ends up being better because the way you had it before was not going to work out. So I can't see what it is. It feels unexpected, and I feel like there's a bunch of emotion around it. but it's very eminent in your energy. So I can definitely tell that it's there. Kathy, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. The first card they're giving me is impulsive acts. And again, it's around that feeling that something isn't working out the way I want it to. It's like things are falling on the ground. My guides are telling me this may have been causing a feeling of disharmony in your energy, but it's only coming from the idea that you thought it could only work out one certain way, or having focused on one certain way, right? My guides want you to understand that this is actually the unfolding of some sort of new role for you. It feels like a disappointment or a frustration in the short term, but in the long term, it definitely feels like the opening up of a new role or the embodying of a new piece of self. My guides tell me this is literally leading you to a new horizon, and sometimes that can be scary because you're surrounded by the unknown, right? But in the picture and in your energy, this is going to be smooth sailing once you start to move forward from whatever this disruptive thing was. That progress is what's going to help to push you, right? My guides are asking you to embrace the thing that helps you feel most authentically like you, even though it may rattle your root a little bit. You may feel like, well, this goes against what I thought I knew or whatever. That's okay. In order to grow, we have to try new things. This leads to a sense of fulfillment in your energy as well as a sense of resilience. You just have to allow yourself to listen to that intuition that's being offered. I know that it feels like maybe things are a little unstable right now, but they will stabilize. They will stabilize. You will get that feeling back. It's going to take it like a minute. Again, it's that feeling of unexpected disruption, things falling on the floor. You know what I mean? Sorry. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love my cards. All right. So, Kathy, thank you very much for allowing me to read for you, friend. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope it was helpful. No, Amanda, that's certainly not true. Thank you very much, friend. I appreciate it. My list is closed for today, Chelsea. I do offer private sessions if you go to my website, consciouslyerin.com, but my list for today on YouTube is closed. Melissa, you are up next. You are up next, Melissa. Come on down and say hello. I'm excited for you. Melissa is next, then Kristen, then Elle, Vicki, Allison, Dory, and Jennifer. That is the list. You'll be earlier tomorrow. I may not be back tomorrow. I come on here when I can, which is not very often currently, but I am looking to increase that a little bit. It just depends on how well it goes, because sometimes I have a lot of people and, sometimes I don't have a lot of people. It just sort of depends. All right, Melissa, come on down and say hello. That's okay. If you've got your notifications on, you'll get a notification and you'll be able to be here. Melissa, I see you. All right, friend. All right, Melissa. Here we go, friend. Melissa, do me a favor. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop those shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. Melissa, you have a lot of yellow in your space, friend. This is so exciting. Yellow is the color of the solar plexus, the seat of how you see yourself in the world and also the home to creative expression. One feeds the other. The more creatively you allow yourself to express, the more authentic you will feel. You have stepped into something that's helping you feel authentic in your space. I feel like this is something new, relatively new, that you've picked up or been interested in. And it doesn't necessarily feel like it has all of your attention in the moment, but should you give it a little bit more attention, it feels like it would guide you down a path that opens you up to some sort of new spiritual tool. So this could be the idea of I'm excited to learn about Reiki. I'm excited to learn about cards. I'm excited to learn about something. But following through on this inspiration leads you down a path that opens up a new tool of use for you. This tool of use has physical weight to it, so it could be cards, crystals, a pendulum. Something has weight to it that opens it up as a tool. It's just starting to bud as an interest. They're showing me to encourage you to follow this flow, follow this inspiration, allowing room for it to evolve as you evolve, right? Because it can start out as Reiki. You're interested in Reiki and it turns into channeling. Happens all the time. Happened to me, just saying. Melissa, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. You, my friend, are walking into something where it's a brand new paradigm. You are about to see yourself through the lens of source instead of the lens of man. This tells me that you are opening up to some new tool that's going to help you see things a little bit differently. My guides are telling me it brings with it not only a sense of fulfillment, but also a sense of reliability from the King of Pentacles. He's got your back. Things are going to be all right. My guides are telling me that you can do this on your own. You don't need anyone to teach you how to do this. If you are more comfortable to reaching out to a mentor, that's fine, but they want you to understand that you could do it on your own. You don't have to wait for someone. This also brings with it a great sense of renewal into your space, followed up with empowerment. So I don't know specifically what it is, but whatever your interest is bringing forward the wheel of change. Wheel of fortune is spun around in your direction and the winds of change are at your back, telling me that you are stepping straightly into a feeling of expansion, friend. This is fantastic. And while temporarily you may feel vulnerable as you go through this change, on the other side of this is something amazing. They're asking you to step outside of your comfort zone and embrace the unknown as you start to ask yourself, what do I really want? What do I really want for myself? Start putting that energy out there, because that ambition is what's going to drive you forward. And now is the time to focus on that, Melissa. You're right at the edge of something, as if you're about to discover some new piece of yourself or something to that effect. All right. Melissa, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, friend. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope it was helpful. Remember, you guys, I do offer private sessions, but only through my website. So please make sure that if you are signing up for a private session, it is through the website that is consciouslyerin.com and not some phony, because they're everywhere. The phonies are everywhere. All right. Melissa, thank you again. I appreciate it. Yeah. So a lot of times, just as an announcement here, thank you guys. I appreciate you. So Julie, normally the way this works, readings are $25. My list is closed for today. I'm finishing up my list. These are general energetic readings. I do offer private sessions through my website, consciouslyerin.com. I have a very active Patreon account where it's basically a metaphysical online university with classes, book clubs, all kinds of stuff. So check that out. All right, Kristen, you are up next. I got to get back on track or I'm gonna lose it. Kristen, come on down. You are up next, friend. Whoa, rolling away. Kristen, say hello. Hi, Kristen. I'm so excited to see you. I got you. Should I call you Nicole or should I call you Kristen? How do you prefer? Grand Rising, Tara. Hello. Christian. Okay. All right. Kristen, here we go. Do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. The first thing they're giving me is you have to stop doubting your voice. So I see this sometimes with people who are starting to receive a lot of energy or information through a channel type process, through your dreams, through meditation, through direct channeling, whatever it is. There's a lot of information being presented to you and it feels like there's a lot of doubt that's floating around it, as if telling yourself that it's a coincidence or something like that. But what my guides want you to understand is that your channel is clear, it's strong, it's tuned, and there's no reason for you not to trust it. I understand that it can feel amazing and fantastical sometimes, some of the things that we receive, the information that we download in the moment, but this is all very intentional and purposeful for you, and they want you to understand that. They're trying to get you to sort of stop doubting. Now, that doesn't mean you have to put it out there for the world to see, but please at least write it down for yourself. They're showing me a notebook with a pen moving across it, as if wanting you to keep your own notes or keep notes somehow about what you're receiving. I feel like maybe sometimes what you receive doesn't make sense in the moment, but it comes up later on also. They're telling me this is just part of the attunement process, learning to pick up your own frequency in the moment. There's a lot of noise around you. They're pointing out to the ground. They're pointing to the ground, asking you to ground a little bit to help this energy move more smoothly through your space. What else can I see? Your hands are very active. It's this feeling of wanting you not to doubt yourself. That if you can let go of holding on to what you're saying, that it actually brings forward some pretty major changes. And it feels like these changes are good, but that you talk yourself out of it. Like when something good happens, don't say, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You're literally planting doubt in your system, even though that's not your intention. What you're saying matters. So it's that feeling of allow it to be as amazing as it is as it comes forward, and don't plant that doubt in your head. You're receiving what you need to receive to help you with this, and it's going to guide you, even if in the moment it doesn't feel like it quite makes sense. It will make sense, right? So this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything else I've already said. My guides are telling you that this is a time of empowerment for you. This is stepping forward into your life and reclaiming what's right for you. My guides are telling me that this is asking you very much to get out of your head. You can't take this step and be in your head. You can't talk yourself out of it. So, death card telling me there are transition in the space, my friend. The old version of you is dying away and a new version is trying to come forward, but you have to let go of your fear of what this change might bring, and remember that it can bring positivity as well as the stuff that you're afraid of. Focus on the good things that are coming forward with this. This will help you to move forward into a space of potential. Remember, you are the one that's planting the seeds in this garden. Make sure they're seeds of something you actually want to grow. You are also the one driving this car, so where you choose to focus matters. My guides are telling me this is a time for you to put a little bit of attention on yourself. Selfishness is the word that everyone gives us when we do things for ourselves, but that's a fallacy. If you don't take care of you, no one else will, and they're asking you to do that. That's going to require you to release what you think you know about you and the situation around you. Focus on what comes next, not what's already happened, right? This puts you into greater alignment with who you are and helps you step into a sense of self-focus, opening up the trail of spiritual growth in front of you. So again, this feeling of doubt comes up in your space, but it feels like this is something you've been taught or told by other people, perhaps. Like someone made you doubt what you were receiving for some reason, and they're telling you to let that go. I mean, that's really what it feels like. It's like they're telling me, this is not you. You can't make this do that. You gotta let it go. Wade, hello, friend. Good to see you. Kristen, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate you. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your time with me, and thank you for your patience. Spot on. I love it. I wish I could pin these. It would be so nice. Thank you. I appreciate that, Denise. All right, Elle, you are up next. After Elle is Vicki, Allison, Dory, and Jennifer. That is the rest of the list for the day. List is closed. Please remember, I do offer private sessions. They are only available through my website, consciouslyerin.com. I'm not going to message you and ask if you want one. Please be mindful of hucksters. All right. Hey, excited to see you, Gigi. All right. Elle, hello, friend. So good to see you. Thank you for your patience. So my list is closed for today, but I do encourage you to hang out and watch, right? Like button helps too. Wade is absolutely right. Turn on the notification bell so you know when I'm live. Elle, I'm tapping into your energy. You have a lot of beautiful white energy around you, Elle. Big white horse. All right, here we go. Do me a favor. Elle, literally, I wish I could show you. This little chickadee just landed right on my windowsill as I'm tapping into your energy. There's signs everywhere. Signs everywhere. All right, Elle, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything. Oh, nope. Here we go. Do me a favor. I'm getting off track. Take a nice big deep breath in and release. Drop your shoulders. Please give me permission to have access to your energy. Yes, ma'am. Elle, when I tap into your energy, you have a lot of white energy around you, okay? So white is not a color that I see a lot, and it is an indication of a high vibrational connection. For lack of a better term, I use the term angels, not because religious sense of angels with wings and all that stuff, but angels in the sense of this frequency, this vibration that you're tapping into is one that does not incarnate here on earth or any other physical plane. Like, they aren't meant to incarnate. They're beyond ascended masters. They're the next level beyond that. I call them angels. You can call them whatever you want. It's just energy, but it has access to a lot of information. For some reason, they keep showing me a white horse in your energy, and I don't know why, because I have no indication of what white horse might mean to me. So I'm going to just put it out there and let it sit. Maybe it means something to you, but a sense of a white horse, it might be a unicorn. Oh, I see what this is. Okay. L. So my guides always speak to me in movie scenes and metaphors. I'm focusing on this white horse running in a circle, and it zooms out, and it's the movie Labyrinth, okay? Or no, not Labyrinth, Legend. It's the movie Legend. It's old Tom Cruise movie. But in the movie, the horn is stolen from the unicorn, and it makes everything go into like this permanent winter. When I'm looking at your energy, they're showing me that you have this connection, and something severed that connection and made things go dark. This could be something they're showing me from when you were young or another life experience. I don't know, but they're showing me the severing of the connection and things going dark. But it's like the horn has been replaced, has come back, and the connection is reopening. They're asking you to utilize this, to tap into your guides, to trust what you're receiving. Whatever energy this is that you are harnessing is very high in frequency. It is not one that I access all that often, but it usually comes with a lot of good information. So make sure you're listening, right? L, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. I love the confirmation. You, my friend, are stepping into the next phase of your awakening experience with this big white energy. It was there and taken away, left you in a state of hardship. My guides are telling me that you are being asked to follow through with your enthusiasm now, because it's like it's been replaced and it's been turned back on. This is 111 in the room too. Girl, the confirmations are unbelievable. My guides are telling you, you need to step outside of your comfort zone and allow yourself to stretch beyond your means. You've been taught to stick where you are. That root chakra is trying to expand, and while it expands, it's going to feel a little bumpy. You have to trust yourself. You're stepping into some whole new thing, friend. This puts you into better alignment with yourself and helps open you up into a whole new paradigm, seeing yourself through the lens of source instead of the lens of man. My guides are telling me there has been a lot of dishonesty around you, either telling you that you were disconnected, unconnected, not special. Somebody told you something that caused that horn to be severed. My guides are telling me that as you focus in, there will be changes that come forward rather quickly. It brings with it a sense of inner peace, but they're telling me you got to be careful not to get too in your head about this. Don't talk yourself out of it just because it seems magical. Don't talk yourself out of it. This is very much anchored in that heart space to move forward into a better feeling location or place. This is a whole new piece of you opening up, Elle. You had this connection before, maybe when you were younger, when you were a kid, and you're opening up into it now again. They're asking you to fully trust it, right? Fully trust it. Oh my gosh. I am so excited for you, friend. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate you very, very much. And I hope that was helpful. My goodness. Hello, Liz. Hello, Linda. Hello, Alley Cat. Hello, Joe. Thank you, Elle. I appreciate you, friend, very, very much. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, and thank you for your patience. All right, Vicki, you are next. After Vicki is Allison, Dory, and Jennifer. Hello from Brazil. Welcome. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Sissy. How's it going? Hi, Vicki. I see you, friend. Thank you for your patience. You have very old energy. Not old in a bad way. Old as in wise. You're going to be a seer, I bet. Hello, Angie. All right, Vicki. I'm just focusing in on your energy. I get a lot of like tradition around your energy. All right, here we go. Vicki, do me a favor. Take a nice, big, deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop those shoulders, and please give me permission to have access to your energy. So Vicki, when I tap into your energy, when I said you have old energy, I didn't mean that like you're old. I meant you've done this before. You have a lot of incarnations going on all at once. Remembering, of course, that time is not a straight line. Everything is happening all at once, just in different vibrational frequencies. The trick is that because you have so many incarnations going on at once, you have access to the lessons they are learning in your real time. So when you go into meditation, for example, when you sit down, I want you to picture yourself like a train going back to the central station. All of your lives are like that. They go back to that central higher self and can download and upload information. I feel like the doorway has been open for you to do this, as if the veil is now thin enough for you to reach between the worlds and take in that information. They're showing me a lot of books and a lot of feeling of wisdom, an owl, all these things that I associate with the word wisdom, as if wanting you to understand that you carry deep ancient knowledge. Sometimes this comes forward as a shaman. Sometimes this comes forward as a tarot reader. I mean, but the wisdom that you're receiving is something you have learned through ancient times. Like, you have incarnations that are learning this. You can access this right now. They keep showing me Egyptian pyramids. I don't know if alchemy is something you're interested in, but they're showing me something to do with that time period or that type of thinking. Inky, Anunnaki, something with this blue lotus flower. I'm just showing you, I'm telling you the symbols they're throwing at me. I get the blue lotus flower, I get the Ankh, I get a pyramid, I have a feeling of dust, I have a sense of a lot of knowledge, as if I was going to say a priest in this space. Again, you have access to all of this energy. You just have to tap in through quiet in your meditation. Allowing it to come forward through dreams or whatever it is when the veil is thin, but the veil is getting very thin for you, especially around retaining that information from other life experiences that can help you here. Vicki, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything else I've already said. You have a very good, strong, high alignment with your higher self, and they're asking you to take advantage of this, to pull in some of that information from those other incarnations. This is that spiritual side of you that they're asking you to tap into. It will lead to a sense of liberation. However, they're telling me that there is a feeling of reluctance in your energy. Either I don't know how to do that, or I'm not good enough to do that, I'm not smart. Something in there, reluctance coming up, and they're saying, friend, you got to let go of that. You have all the support you need through your guides, both physical and metaphysical. When people come along to help you, it's for a reason. You have everything you need. Trust that you have the support as you reach into this. Go through your heart chakra. This is where you're going to hear most clearly, not through your third eye, because you want to filter your information through the heart. This is confirmation that this is guided by your higher self and trying to bring forward some sort of physical manifestation for you that is the result of aligning with these other versions and all this wisdom that you have. My guides want you to understand that keeping the balance in the heart space is what's going to help you integrate the knowledge to the best of your ability. They're also telling me that you have a new journey coming up. This is new horizons. This is going to take you somewhere you've never been before. So if you've never thought about being a shaman or working with shamanism or something, this may push you in a direction you may have never considered before. Just be open to the idea. Don't do it because I said, but be open to it. Trust it. Look into it. See how you feel about it. This is going to bring up a good piece of creativity for you and help you feel that greater sense of connection to higher self. And they, again, are reiterating that you have everything you need to help this be successful. You just have to trust it, right? So it's this feeling, again, Vicki, of tapping into ancient wisdom, bringing it forward with you, allowing it to lead you into some sort of physical manifested change, as if starting to offer shamanship services. Now, I'm not going to stick to the word shaman because I know that's scary for a lot of people, but there's something in there from ancient wisdom that you can bring forward to help other people. And they're really pushing you to do this. They really want you to. Ooh, Vicki, thank you so much. Hey, I'm so glad that you went to Kinstone. How cool. I'm so glad you went. Thank you, friend. Chile and Northern Ontario. I can't even read. Well, thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. Penny, I'm so sorry. My list is closed. I will refund that to you. I'm so sorry, but my list is closed for today. Otherwise, I'd be on here for hours, so I can't. Yeah, Penny, I'm so sorry. I will refund that to you, and I will do my best to be back soon, but I can't do it from here today. I'm so sorry. I will get that back to you after the live, right? Thank you, friend. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Allison, you are next. Allison, Dory, and Jennifer. That is the list. Oh my gosh, my cards are like freaking out on me. Allison, what's going on? My cards are flipping out on me. They didn't want to come up. Allison, come on down. You are next. Hold on one second. There we go. That's done. All right, Penny, you should have that refund. All right, cool. I just don't like, you know. Yay! All right, Allison, you are up next. Come on down and say hello. Allison, I am excited. Allison is up next, then Dory, then Jennifer. That is the list for today. Please remember, I do offer private sessions, but only through my website, consciouslyerin.com. So I don't do pre-sign up just because I never know for sure when I'm going to be on. The best thing you can do is just turn on your notifications. Hi, Allison. Will I be successful with medbed operator training? Is that what you want me to answer? Is that all you want? Because I can answer that, or I can do a full reading for you. So you let me know. Thank you, Carly. I appreciate you, friend. So Allison, if you want to know something specific, I can 100%. Okay, full read. All right, here we go. That's old. I got it. All right, here we go. Thank you. I appreciate you, Dante. Have a great day. Liz, thank you. All right, here we go. Allison, do me a favor. Where are you? I got to focus on you. Oh, really? That's cool. Thank you, friend. All right, Allison, got you. Let me focus. All right, Allison, here we go. Do me a favor, take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. So Allison, when I tap into your energy, you have a lot going on in the lower 3 chakras. So this tells me there's a lot of change in your physical environment. Your root, your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus are all extremely active. When I look at these, the root is being rearranged or deconstructed in some way to accommodate a new learning. So this usually has to do with a way you perceive yourself or the world around you. So, you know, if you're learning how to use medbed technology, that's something that's sort of out of this world, right? So that makes sense that your root is being rearranged. There's a little bit of hang up in that root, as if there's some old understandings that keep coming back up like little triggers. These little triggers feel more around the idea of being able to do it on your own than anything else. Who told you you weren't smart enough to do things, friend? I don't know what lie that is, but there's no reason for you to believe you can't do anything you set your mind to, even though it may look differently than you first expected it to, right? The way this medbed operation works may be differently than you first intended or expected, but it will still work out in the way that's best for you. I feel like whatever's happening in these lower 3 chakras are starting to align themselves to open up a pathway for something new. Again, if you're trying to start a new business, this would be part of that. Sacral chakra is the home of the roles that we play, the name tags we wear, and the relationships that are the result of that. This also is shifting. It feels more professional than personal in nature, but this also has an effect on the personal side. So whatever this professional change is, it has a personal effect as well, like a ripple. Excuse me. Solar plexus, very, very active. A feeling of coming. Excuse me. a feeling of tapping into something that helps me feel more like myself. I mean, so all of that together feels like a successful story. I can't say specifically it's med beds. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing stepping into a new role that has me learning something new and stretching the bounds of what I thought I could do. This puts me into a different outward facing role. People start to perceive me in the way that I see myself, and this fuels my solar plexus. That's what I'm saying. So Allison, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. They are asking you to continue to follow through with your inspired pursuits because they're absolutely leading you somewhere. As a matter of fact, they're taking you right into a brand new beginning. This may require a little bit of introspection because I think there are some triggers that you might be hanging on to that you don't recognize are there. So when you're being triggered, stop yourself and ask, why am I being triggered? What is the feeling that's happening? How can I address and get rid of this? This will help you to see more clearly where you're going. My guides are confirming for you that you are absolutely on the path, and this is leading to a feeling of abundance for you and your family. This is not necessarily winning the lottery, but it is having what you need when you need it. My guides are telling me that your root is rearranging itself, right? Your root is rearranging itself just like I was telling you, but it's so that you can see things through the lens of source and not the lens of man, giving you a whole new view on the world around you. My guides are confirming that your third eye is nice and strong and pulling this in, and there's no need for you to try to overthink or overwork this. Allow it to unfold. You don't have to chase after it. It's already on its way. My guides are telling me this is going to require you to step a bit outside of your comfort zone, and there's going to be plenty of dissension around you, meaning there will be people around you who don't understand why you're doing what you're doing, but you have to kind of let it go. You know what I mean? Don't let them drive your car. Literally made me sweat. Allison, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Allison, I appreciate you. My list is closed for today. Well, thank you, Luciana. I appreciate that. Yeah, it is a lot of energy. Allison, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, friend. I appreciate you, and I hope it was helpful. All right, Dory, you are up next. Dory and then Jennifer, the last two coming up. Hi, I'm excited to see you. Welcome in. My list is closed for today. I don't know for sure when I'll be back. The best thing you can do is turn on your notifications. Otherwise, I do offer private sessions through my website, which is consciouslyerin.com. Just make sure your notifications are on. Yes, I was getting very hot during that reading. There was a lot of energy flowing through that one. It was a good one. Good, strong one. Dory, come on down. Say hello. If your name is not Dory on the screen display, please make sure you tell me it's you. All right. Thanks, Joe. Can I read you tarot? I'd love to do a reading for you, but my list is closed for today, and no, it doesn't work that way. Dory. Hello from Ghana. Hello. Marwa, hello. Welcome. Dory, my friend, come on down. Nope, these are people who've already paid for readings. I must go in order of the list and be respectful. Thank you, Tara. I appreciate that. What was that question? Do I have a lot of guides versus just a couple? So my understanding is we all have a lot of guides. They come in and out of focus depending on what we are working on. How do you get a reading? Readings are $25 Venmo or PayPal, or you can schedule a private reading for yourself through my website. Dory, I don't see you. I'm going to put a pin in Dory and we'll do Jennifer, and hopefully Dory will be back after that. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. Oh, there you are, Dory. I got you. Thank you, friend. I got you. I see you, Dory. All right, after Dory is Jennifer. I got you. I'm excited. Thank you so much, Dory. Friend, you're going to have to go. All right, Dory. Thank you. All right, Dory. I'm focusing in your energy. Don't be afraid. All right, Dory, here we go. Take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. So Dory, when I look at your energy, it looks pretty good overall, but I will tell you my attention's being drawn to your heart space most intensely, that's a better word. There's something in that heart space that feels like heartbreak, loss, or grief of some kind. It's a heavy energy. It doesn't feel necessarily brand new. It feels kind of old, but it's starting to be like stirred up. Something is stirring it up. I don't know specifically what it is. They're just showing me something stirring up the energy. Something is bringing it back to the surface. It needs to be dealt with in some way. This feels like something that either it was too much to feel at the time and so you sort of pushed it down a little bit, or it was you couldn't process it. Something that happened feels like a while ago that was too intense or big for you to process in the moment. So it kind of got pushed to the side so that you could get on with things, and now it's coming back to the surface. It feels like something has recently shifted in your actual energy, as if you stepped into something where you have more time or more space, or you've gotten better at meditation, or something that has slowed your energy down, which is what's allowing this to come up. The reason it's coming up is because it needs to be addressed. There are a lot of triggers that seem to be hidden or anchored in whatever this feeling is. Again, it feels like loss or sadness or grief or something heavy like that. I cannot see it. I can't see what it's related to. I don't even know how long it's been there. They're showing me a long timeline, so it's been there for a while. Again, it feels intentional that it was put away, as if you couldn't process or deal with it at the time, and now you're being asked to deal with it, to bring it up. It feels like it has the anchor for several triggers, and when you deal with the heaviness, the triggers go away, giving you back a better sense of control over your own energy, I guess, for lack of a better term. All right. Dory, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I have already said. My guides are bringing up the idea that you must be in a transitory state. This is the death card, telling me that an old version of you is dying away and you're going through a feeling of transition. This is why this old thing is coming up, because it has this inner conflict down inside of you that's sort of festering. My guides are telling me this is very guided by your higher self, and it will help you to see the path in front of you more clearly. But in order to do this, you have to confront what's down in there, something that's been put off being dealt with, something you've pushed aside, something like that is down in your energy and it needs your attention. But once you deal with it, it brings about a feeling of fulfillment as well as a greater connection to my spiritual side. My guides are telling me that this energy has had consequences in your space for quite a while, in the form of triggers and all kinds of stuff like that. So they're really wanting you to let go of this. They're bringing up the idea that confronting this may re-stir up some insecurities that you have that are also old, but they're telling me this is your opportunity to release this. They're also your opportunity to step into a brand new outward facing role so that others perceive you the way you perceive yourself, and very much telling me that you're going to step into a whole lot of possibility with this. The potential is there, friend. It's the seeds of what do you want to plant is the important part, right? I feel like something old needs to be dealt with that has you still being triggered at some point. I don't know what the triggers are or what it looks like, but it's old in your energy, and it feels like you've reached a point where you're ready to transition into something better, but you have to let go of this little thing that's been kind of holding you here, kind of like an anchor for a little while. Dory, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, friend. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And I hope it was helpful. Thank you, friend. I'm glad that you did, Denise. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Dory, thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I really appreciate it. All right. Last but not least, Jennifer, come on down and say hello. That's great. That's really fantastic. I'm excited about that. That's good. That's all good. Just because the reading doesn't have your name on it doesn't mean it's not for you. Source works through that which we have the least resistance to. And sometimes the least resistance is YouTube, right? You're watching me, you're not having any conflict, and I suddenly spit out some information that you needed. That's the easiest way for Source to reach you sometimes. So, you know, you take it as a gift and say thanks and move on with your day, right? All right, Jennifer. Thank you, Amanda. Jennifer, come on down. You are next, friend. Ooh, my ear. Jennifer Ann. Jennifer Ann, you are next. There you are. I see you. I got you, Jennifer. All right, here we go. I wish I could pin your comment, but I can't, but I see you. All right, I got you, Jennifer. All right, Jennifer, here we go. Do me a favor, take a nice big deep breath in all the way down to your toes. And release. Drop your shoulders and please give me permission to have access to your energy. So Jennifer, when I look at your energy, I have this sense of wanting to hide, as if you're used to sinking into the background or hiding yourself, as if I don't like the attention on me. All of this is kind of in your space, like I want to be small in the space, but I also have this sense that something taught you this or made you feel like you had to be this way for some reason. You have a lot of energy, especially in the upper part of your chakras. So your crown, your third eye, and your throat are very, very active. Your root and your sacral chakra are also very active. So this tells me that you have something in your energy that's pushing and pulling against some teaching or belief that you have down in your root, right? Something you're receiving through your crown is causing to question or causing a disruption in something you know in your root. Some way you see yourself, the way you perceive yourself, something like that is being called into question because of what you're receiving. And I feel like it's a limitation that you've put on yourself. The limitation feels outside of me. Someone outside of me gave me this limitation, but I have imposed it upon myself. You don't need this limitation, and I'm going to ask you kindly to try your best to let it go. It seems to me that you have a lot stronger energy and connection than you give yourself credit for. And again, it feels like perhaps someone talked you out of it or made you feel like that wasn't possible. I don't know who would do that, but there's this energy, this feeling in your energy of wanting to hide or wanting to hold myself back, like don't look at me for some reason. I don't know where that comes from. This is your time, friend. They're asking you to step forward into whatever's next for you. This is a big push, as if it's the next stage in your awakening experience. You know what I'm saying? All right, Jennifer, this is what my guides have to say in addition to everything I've already said. My guides want you to understand that you have a very strong connection to your spiritual side. What's happening is you're starting to see peaks of that new horizon that you are sailing off to. This is somewhere you've never been before, but you're going to have to allow yourself to step out of hiding and come forward, right? My guides are telling me that there's a ton of potential in your energy, but it's waiting for you to plant the seeds of what you want. Yes, this is for Jennifer. It's waiting for you to plant the seeds of what you want. My guides are telling me, yes, they acknowledge you are feeling a little bit vulnerable. I get it, but they also want you to understand that you have all the support you need, both physical and metaphorical, standing behind you, ready to help you, right? This is the path opening up in front of you, but what my guides are saying is you got to stop talking yourself out of it. Jennifer, I hope you're getting this. This is your reading. You got to stop talking yourself out of it. You got to get out of your head about this, right? My guides tell me all that does is lead to a sense of self-defeat. So instead, Allow yourself to understand that you are so much more than you've been taught to believe. And when you get out from that self-doubt, you open yourself up into a whole new horizon. This brings forward a feeling of joyous occasion and celebration, as well as a download of emotional wisdom. My guides are saying there is going to be plenty of clashed interest around you, meaning plenty of people are not going to understand why or when or how you're changing. It's not their journey. They don't have to. The Wheel of Fortune is facing you, friend, and saying change is on the horizon. You just got to step up and take the wheel. This is not encouraging you at all to be reckless. Don't throw everything away. Instead, you want to slowly make these changes in your life as they unveil themselves to you. They are confirming that your route is a little bit wobbly right now just because of all the change that you're going through spiritually, opening you up into something much brighter for yourself. Whew. Jennifer, thank you. Thank you for your patience. You guys, thank you so much. Again, I just want you to know this will be back. This will be posted on YouTube. It automatically gets put up there. Please rewatch your reading because you get more from it every time you watch it. I don't know for sure when I will be live again here on YouTube, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I do offer private readings, but only through my website, consciouslyerin.com. There are multiple versions you can choose from. I do have a Patreon that's extremely active. It's like an online university. Please go check it out if that's something that interests you. Please also understand I'm never going to message you for a reading. I'm never going to ask if you want one. Only when you see me like this or you book it yourself. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you guys another time. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful day. Aw, thank you.